Greetings and salutations, and a happy new year to everyone. Now, welcome back to Gettysburg, as always. Now, let us see what has happened over the turn. What have the Federals been up to?
All you Southerners now draw near, and to my story approach.
It's hazy, but then it is 6:20 in the morning.
That cheer the victory gained at Shiloh.
And I am withdrawing Early's division and bringing it round here.
That night we lay upon the ground, no tents nor shelters could be found, and in the rain we almost drowned on our way to Shiloh.
Lots of Federal movement that we cannot see, so what is he up to? My guess is he's bringing up he's bringing up either the 5th, well, he's probably bringing up the 5th, the 6th, the 5th and 6th Corps, because I suspect that the 2nd is already here. I know the 1st, 11th and 12th are on them. Actually, 1st, 11th, 12th and 3rd Corps. So 4 of the 7 are on the field, I know that much. Yeah, so 1st and 11th, naturally. I know 3rd Corps on the field because it's here. And I know 12th Corps on the field because of Candy's brigade on the other flank. The problem is, he's got bits and bobs of corps all over the place, so I have no idea what corps, because I've seen 11th Corps over here, but I've also seen 11th Corps down here, so it's a case of where is the 11th Corps? Well, hello there, they routed. Those Vermonters routed, that's good. Perfect. That, not so much, but so many breastworks being built all over the place. So I intend to not give him the satisfaction, I intend to move around him. Posey, Mahone. Of Indiana. Let's speed this up a little bit. But there's a lot happening. Hello.
Well, the fearful struggles ended now, and peace smiles on our land. And though we've wielded, we have proved ourselves a faithful band. We fought 'em long, we fought 'em well, we fought 'em night and day.
Damn music gets stuck in my head.
For our rights while we're in the gray. And now that we have ceased to fight, our pledge our sacred word, that we against the Union's might no more will draw the sword. We feel despite the sneers of those who've never smelt the fray, that we've a manly, honest right to the wearing of the grey.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna withdraw roads as well. I'll abandon the town.
All wearied are our limbs and drenched with many a battle shower. We fain would rest for want of strength, we yield them up the day, and lower the flag so proudly borne while wearing the grey. But defeat is not dishonor, no.
I suppose if I abandon the town, it won't make that much difference if I'm able to snatch the round tops for one.
Beneath our flag, and they nobly died while wearing the grey.
His cavalry's just milling about. Out of curiosity, if I was to send him here, who could see him? Absolutely no one. It would not be if I went to the other side and then moved up the Mummersburg Road to here and then moved south again. I would not be seen. It's one way of doing it, I suppose. A long ass way to do it, but I suppose that would allow Pender to shift down as well. Well, hello there. There's some Federal cavalry there.
When in the ranks of war we stood and faced the deadly hail, our simple suits of grey composed our only coats of mail. And of those awful hours that marked the bloody battle day, in memory will still be seen a wearing of the grey.
He's thinning out his line by the looks of it. Ooh, I lost a gun.
For everyone who for the right his soldier life laid
Ow.
down. God grant to
Ow.
us the privilege upon
Yeah.
that happy
I'm
day
not going
of
anywhere
last
near
hand
Cemetery Hill.
wearing of the grey.
They are just blasting the ever-living snot out of everybody. 51st Georgia and 2nd Mississippi routed. 14 units undisrupt, 1 unit rallied, 4 units recovered fatigue, and no one resupplied. So, who routed? Wasn't over there. It was these boys because they got caught in the flank. Which, unfortunately, causes me a bit of an issue as I have to move those disordered twits up there. So Seams is going to have to shift up. First, Massachusetts Cavalry, Army of the Potomac. So that's directly under Meade, which is an interesting one. Kershaw. We'll come back to them in a second. Blast you. They're continuing to build breastworks. Yeah. We're just the cavalry are just mostly staring off with one another. Alright, you will we'll look to go round them. Deal with this flank first. Alrighty. Kershaw. You advance to there. As will you. To form a right angle. Pour it into them. Graham. Who can you see? You can see them. Blast them. Alright, Kershaw. And now we bring up Wofford and his Georgians. That regiment of Barksdale will fall back. There's the third main. Alright, advance up there. And pour it into them. Alright, Mahone. You will go up there. Alright, Florida Brigade. Right, you can come down here. Wilcox, you will do the same. We'll move Anderson's guns this way as well. You're part of Mahone, so let's get you, well, moved to Mahone. Posey, you go there. And will the rest of his brigade, as he continues to try and, well, reorganise that. Anderson. There we go. And Wilcox. We'll bring you that way. You are all Heath's division. The guns of Heath's division. You are 3rd Corps Artillery. Just do that because I don't need a lot of movement from them at the moment. Alright. Limber them up and just get them out of my way. Alright, Davis. You will go to your divisional commander, Thomas. You will shift to there. Perrin, you're perfectly fine. Archer, you're going to shift that way. In a big blob, unfortunately, so... But you are going to shift that way. bring you that way. Scales. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually going to do this. It's not worth the continued losses. Time to just take a defensive position with this lot. And not lose 1 million men in the process, hopefully. This lot, I'm happy with where they are. But before anything else, let's just continue to give the Federal line a good pasting where I can. Crap, I lost a £20 a para. It's not good. Let's get you lot out of the way because you're just getting plastered to death. You're just getting blasted to death. Why are you going that way, game? Alright. Well, I'll have to send these boys forward to just somewhat protect those guns. They'll get a whacking in the face for it, but this is all going to be somewhat part of the plan. I've cut because I just can't afford to sit here and get plastered by all these Federal guns up there, because it hurt. I will commit these boys forward. Not so much to do this, but to protect them to protect the guns. As my guns are just getting outshot everywhere, so yes, not doing a whole lot of anything with that. Alright, Hoke is now there. Alright, they go that way. Early can go there. Supply wagon will go with them. Rest of the divisional guns will take a bit more circuitous route, so they're not running in front of the guns. And we will just continue to fall back with his division. which will allow him to take Benner's Hill, but of what point does Benner's Hill serve? Not a lot. There is no strategic or tactical value to Benner's Hill. We'll go see them off. And we'll continue to just mill about the cab. Alright. Where is the 5th Corps? This is my issue. I don't know where the 5th Corps is. I don't know where the 6th Corps is. And just having those 2 corps wildly out there doing stuff is not exactly conducive to a healthy battle plan. Let's bring Hood further down. Alright, Hood is a turn from arriving on the field. For the most part, at least. McClaw's go and help with that. Thank you. Barksdale, you'll rally the 17th Mississippi. Where could you reach? The Posey and Lang and the Florida Brigade could reach there, but they're just not going to be breaking, are they? At least until I can get round him. Which is certainly not at the moment. I will commit them forward just to put more fire into the Massachusetts cav. Alright, let's bring Hood's divisional guns. Alexander's battery, or battalion rather. Washington artillery. And his divisional wagon. You two, what can you see? Not a grand total of anything, really. So you'll attempt to just knock out another federal gun, which you then fail. Roads, you're going to shift this way a bit. For the sake of just continuing to ease back. Pettigrew is going to continue to rest. Well, not really rest, but be ready for what is to come. These guns move up here, unlimber. As you can see, the big issue with facing Jenkins is the simple fact that he can't be everywhere. Which is unfortunate. Alright, General Lee, you are going to shift to there, I think. You're going to shift as well to about here. Because then everyone's still in command. But also, Longstreet has a bit more room to play with. Where is Hill? There he is. Bring Hill this way. Wright is going to head up there, right at this moment, to basically take Barksdale's location, essentially. With Mahone then being there, followed by, well, the Florida Brigade. We shall see if the Federal line holds. Unfortunately, I think it will. Alright, limber you up because you're completely useless there. They are staying still for Brockenbauer. Yes, I will shift Brockenbauer actually. He will shift that way. As I just continue to try and shimmy my line to the right. Because again, that artillery is so vicious, I do not want any part of it. And I certainly do not want to be assaulting Cemetery Hill. I mean, look at it. 5 guns, 4 guns, 8 guns, 6 guns, 8 guns, 11 guns, 8 guns, 5 guns, 6 guns, another 7 guns there. Ugh, so many guns. And they're Federal guns, so they would hurt like hell. So, next person to arrive is old Jeb. Alright, well, I'm at least partially behind the Federal line with my scouts, so I think that is that for now, because there's not a grand amount to do beyond just continuing to do the usual stuff. I could throw the 48th Mississippi forward and try and hit these boys and enfilade his line, but it's not worth it's just not going to be worth the cost. Scales and Lane are still there. So, Heron for the most part is now rested. You'll go there. Alright. For now then, I guess that will have to be it. Not much I can do. However, the Federal line should be at risk of snapping, at least here, just because I'm going to be hopefully overlapping his line. Let's have a look, see, there's 200 odd there. I would be hitting them with 550. It's not really good odds. Yeah, I'm not going to. Not worth the cost. So for now, we won't do them. We will do this, however. Bit of a cav charge up here to go and try and budge them out of my way. Nothing too crazy. Still. Federal position is in a very weird shape, but then so am I. We're both sort of elongated bows. So I'm going to try and compact my line. But for now, that will be that. So I hope you have been enjoying the series. If you have, please consider hitting that thumbs up, subscribing, or just leaving a comment. It will all help. Let me know what I can do to improve, what you think of my strategy, etc, etc. But until next time, this has been, what, 640 turn of Gettysburg. So, I will see you all very soon. So until next time, bye-bye for now.